What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be answering all of my chair decided to give up on me. Sorry about that. As I was saying, I'm going to be answering all of your questions that you asked me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I posted a story asking you guys to ask me questions about BJJ, about strength training, about lifestyle competitions that I will be answering today in this video. The first question is from 3 Inframundo 0. He asked me, wie bist du auf BJJ drauf gekommen und wo siehst du dich in 5 Jahren? He asked me how did I start to train BJJ. Well, the story is like this. When I was a small kid, I started to do kickboxing when I was around 7-8 years old. I trained kickboxing for about 3-4 years, but nothing too serious. Then when I was 15, I wanted to start to train again kickboxing, do a little bit of MMA also. The first day I went to do a trial class in this kickboxing gym, I saw there were some guys doing grappling. They were doing nogi and I found it very interesting. And after the class I came to the coach and I asked him if I could take part in the next class. He said to me, of course. The day after I went and I did my first ever grappling class. That's how it started. Then things got more serious. I started to train more, and then when I was 18 years old I decided to do the sport professionally, and here I am 3 years in doing it professionally and living my best life. Aukayan asked, how many calories are you eating right now in one day? Right now I am trying to maintain my weight. I was in a pretty big deficit, which means that I was losing weight for quite a long time until up this point. Right now I've achieved my goal weight for my next competition, so right now I'm just holding my weight. I'm eating about 2,600 calories more or less, depends also on the days. Some days where I am a little bit lighter I eat more, and some days when I am a little bit heavier I tend to cut a little bit. The macros are 165 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbs, and also 65 grams of fat. Aronli asked if you could only do 2 gym exercises for the rest of your BJJ career, which ones would they be? To be completely honest, I thought a lot about this question. It's very difficult to pick only 2 exercises, and I think it's not that realistic. But if I would have to make the choice of only choosing 2 exercises, I more certainly would choose 2 exercises which are compound movements, which means they are full body movements where you have to engage your whole body. Let's say a compound movement is more or less, let's say a squat or a deadlift. Isolation movement would be maybe like a biceps curl. First of all, I would choose compound movements, and second of all, I would choose 1 pull movement and also 1 push movement. I love squats. And it's very difficult for me to say that I won't be doing squats, but thinking about the whole picture, I would say the first exercise I would do would be the deadlift. It works all of your posterior chain, has a lot of legs, a lot of back, and also your grip strength, because for jiu-jitsu it's also very important to have a good grip strength. The second exercise would be military press. It's the press where you do it overhead. I think it's also very important to have an upper body push movement, which it's going to involve a lot of your shoulders, a little bit of your chest, also some triceps. I hate military press. I seem to don't progress at all in the exercise, and that's why it's also a bigger motivation for me to improve on that a lot more. Luis During asked, hast du einen Sponsor? I have 2 sponsors. The first sponsor is VHS Europe. As you can see, they've been supporting me since I am a blue belt, so since the very early beginning of my career. They have every type of gi that you are probably looking for. Shorts, they have rush guards. They also have normal clothes like this, t-shirts, hoodies, and tracksuits, which are very nice. I have a discount code, which is Giuliano10. I will leave it down below also in the description. If you want to make your next purchase, then you can use my code and get 10% off discount. My second sponsor is Apartamentos Las Cebras. I will also leave a link down below in the description. It's an apartment hotel located in Benicarló, very near to Valencia, and there are some touristic apartments where you can go and stay for a couple of nights, or you can also get them for 1 or 2 months if you wish for. Been there myself a couple of nights, and I can only say they are amazing. It's also the location, it's perfect. You are near the beach, near the typical Spanish restaurants where you can go and eat some nice paella. If you want to get your best prices at your next booking at Apartamentos Las Cebras, make sure to click the link down below. Yoshimitsu BJ asked, how do you deal with the stress of bulking and cutting? The switch is very difficult. For those of you who don't know, we say bulking with where we are in a phase where we are gaining weight, and we say cutting when we are in a phase where we are losing weight. It's very difficult to do the switch. Ideally, you are the whole year round on the same weight. Sometimes it's interesting to do a small bulking phase to gain a little bit of weight, to gain some lean muscle mass, and to improve your strength gains. And then when the competition is getting near, it's then interesting to start cutting the weight in a slow fashion, so you mostly lose fat and you don't lose lean muscle mass. You should for sure not make this alone. You should always get yourself a plant nutritionist or a trainer which helps you with your weight cuts and your weight gains. It's very important also for you to be healthy along this process, so if you're also getting sick the whole time, you're probably doing something wrong, or you're supplementing yourself in the wrong way. Zoran Zavar, athletic coach, asked me, how do you prepare mentally for a competition? Do you have a routine? Well, mentally, it's very important to prepare for a competition. I would say competition is 90% mentally and 10% physically. All the work physically, you do it in the gym, and when it's competition time, you have to battle a lot with your head. I like to use techniques of visualization, where I put myself in the mat and in the arena before I'm even there. So I try to close my eyes and visualize how it would be to enter the arena, to get my name called, to walk to the mat, and to shake my referee's hand and my opponent's hand, and to start the fight. And the main thing for me is visualization, to put myself in the arena before I'm even there, before I step on the mat. So it's not something that is going to be shocking you, and for you, you're going to feel like you've been already there. Of course, you always visualize yourself winning, which at the end of the day, it's what we are all aiming for. And with that, it helps me a lot to concentrate and to go to the competition much more confident than if I would not be doing this visualization techniques. Nico GFG asked, what makes a true athlete? Well, this is a very complex question. We would need a lot of time to answer this question correctly, but I'm going to be just giving a small insight of my view of that. For me, a true athlete makes a person which is very disciplined, which has very clear goals for them set from the beginning, and a person who has a lot of commitment to go and achieve the things that they plan to do. It's not easy to be a professional athlete. There are going to be a lot of times where there are going to be a lot of lows, where you are not going to be training right, you're going to be injured, going to be consistently losing competitions. Those are the times where you're going to be challenged and where you really see what you are made of. The people that say, what is it like to live from jiu-jitsu? What is it like to be a full-time athlete? And I say, it's difficult, but it's also very fulfilling. But if you have your clear goals set from the beginning, everything you do has a purpose, and if you do things with a purpose, it's going to be always easier than if you don't see, like, let's say, the light at the end of the tunnel. So for me, a true athlete makes a person that has a lot of discipline, has commitments, and has set goals to achieve whatever they want to achieve in their life, and a person who also knows that there are going to be difficult times, difficult months, difficult days, difficult years, and that even though that's the case, they still keep going and they still keep chasing their goals no matter what. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you also to the people who asked me the questions on my Instagram. If you want to ask me a question next time, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Giuliano Spera BJJ. There's also going to be a link down below in the description, so you can directly go to that. See you on the next video. Bye. Ah no, we cannot do that. Us!